watch
How?
this?
How?
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 Ew,
How do you watch this?
Dude, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Hi, you're listening to How Do You Watch This, a movie review podcast where each week we recommend a movie in the genre we love, but they don't. My name is Megan and I love romance.
My name is Demi and I love horror.
And this week I forced Demi to watch My Oxford Year.
Yeah, forced is a good word.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you right from the bat. I don't know if you think that do you think I liked it?
I hope not.
Yeah, I did. I did not like it. I'm not even gonna try to pretend from like at any point in time. I didn't like it. I want to tell you. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait to tell you part.
We didn't like it for the same reasons. It has to be. It just.
I think it has to be. I'm going to when you are telling it. I'm going to tell you in the plot twist. Like, do you feel like it fit the plot twist? You don't feel like it was a plot twist for you?
Oh no. Yes and no.
Okay.
I figured out what it was very early because
Did you?
I always think that that's what's gonna happen.
Jesus Christ, Demi.
Because
what?
it's the only thing that ever happens in romance movies and it irritates me because it's so
Okay.
uncreative. And I'm like, no, this wouldn't be the twist. Megan would give me a better twist than this. And then it happened and I was like,
I know.
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting that twist in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I'm sure you
So-
weren't because chat was like, this is such a nice, what to tell you? It was like a wholesome
I
movie.
have it right here.
I wouldn't have thought of that either.
I'm going to tell you what Chat told me.
Okay.
I said to Chat, the trader, we have Netflix and Amazon Prime. Looking to watch a funny, lighthearted movie. Bonus points if it is romance. Because it's just like me and my sister. We're hanging out. We want to watch something funny. Like, that's
Mhm.
top tier.
Yeah.
If you're in the mood for a funny, lighthearted movie, especially one with a romantic twist, here are some. And it gives me number 1, My Oxford Year. This is how it describes it. A charming and heartwarming romantic comedy. American student Anna embarks on a life-changing year at Oxford and sparks a connection with the witty Jamie. Sweet, funny, and filled with self-discovery. That's all I knew. I'm like,
that is such a bad
yeah.
description
I was like,
of this movie.
let's go. Let me have a little funny. I was
Ugh.
expecting a B grade rom-com that I could make
Right.
fun of because let's be honest, a lot of the times when they're not well made, we're making fun of them.
Yeah.
It was there for the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Mhm.
this is okay. This is ticking all the boxes.
Mhm.
And then the what to me was a plot twist occurred.
Yes.
And let me just tell you, the room, all 2 of us were very shook.
I'm sure I would have been too.
Yeah.
If I saw that from chat, I would not have expected anything. Even if I was like thinking something was gonna happen, I wouldn't have thought of that. I'm like, this is supposed to be heartwarming, right? Like a romantic comedy.
Heartwarming. What the hell? I'm never going to trust that
False.
adjective again.
Yeah,
Heartwarming means that you're going to apparently feel bad by the end.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Live it.
we'll get to it
Yeah.
because I'm sure everyone's wondering, what is this twist?
Yeah. What could it be?
Who knows? Yeah, it's called
Demi got it. Demi got it.
I'll tell you when I started thinking it.
Okay.
So it's called My Oxford Year.
Mm-hmm.
But our thread is twist.
Yes.
In the movie. Year
Mhm.
release is 2025. PG-13 rating. Hour 53 minutes in length.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I thought, would consider a drama romance, not a
Yeah.
rom-com. But
Correct.
the director
Correct.
is Ian Morris. It's got too many I's in his name.
Does he?
Yeah, it's
Is it
I-A-I-N.
I-A-I? Okay. Yeah, it sounds kind of like it might be some sort of British person, but I don't know.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
So the movie starts. We meet Anna, and
Uh-huh.
she is packing up to go to England to
Mhm.
study at Oxford for a year.
Yeah.
She has completed her schooling. She has secured a Wall Street job, and she's just taken a year to study Victorian poetry,
Mhm.
which is pretty rad, honestly.
Yeah.
The actress is Sophia Carson, who you might know from Descendants. I did not recognize her.
Yeah. Chanel.
She gives, in the nicest way, Hallmark actress.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you this. Me and my sister were like watching this movie and we're just like okay. And we just keep being like, something's weird. Something's
Yeah, something's
weird.
off, right?
And we're like, she clearly we finally figured it out.
Yeah.
It's just that she's had so much work done that her face doesn't move.
Yeah.
Her eyebrows, there was not a single crease in her forehead the whole time. She would lift her eyebrows and it would just go.
Yeah, that's why, because I was like, what is off about her? And I'm like, oh, she looks like she belongs in like Hallmark movies, like Botoxed up women who couldn't make it.
So
movies.
hardcore. I think she must have
looks like.
like she must have been getting shots done like right before filming because there was not a movement on that face. She's supposed to be 22 years old.
The actress is actually like 33, I think.
Yeah, I think she's around our age.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way. Like, you don't look that way. And then I was looking up old pictures. Like, she clearly had like her lips filled.
Yeah.
She had like the more I'm looking at, I staring her down, and I was just like, you've done everything that you can do. I'm pretty sure she had jawbone surgery or something too.
She's very structured. She looks like Lenny Kravitz's daughter. What's her name?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know Lenny Kravitz, girl?
Oh, I mean, I know Lenny Kravitz. I don't know who his daughter is.
Zoe. She was.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, she looks like her.
You think?
Just like the structure, because Zoe has a very like structured face, and she reminded me of that, but like lower budget. Sorry,
yeah. Like the poor version of it. Yeah. And I am telling you right now, there is no doubt in my mind that this woman practiced her quirky little smirk in the mirror for hours because it was so practiced.
Yeah.
There was no way that was a unique, genuine little smirk.
She just came off like annoying. I did not like her at all.
No.
I didn't like her character. I couldn't tell if it was the acting because I've never seen her like Descendants.
So, yeah, I didn't see Descendants, but I did watch 2 of her other Netflix movies.
Okay.
One was Purple Hearts, and another one.
That's racist to watch that.
Well, stop it! Stop! No, it's not. I hate you. And I watched The Life List, and she did a good job. She did a good job in both of them. I actually enjoyed both of those movies.
Maybe it was the writing in this, because
part of me, I almost watched trailers for those movies to just see if her face moved in them. Because I'm like, maybe it's because like watching a puppet do filming. I just didn't feel like there was any emotion coming from her. Yeah. And I think it's because of that. And I'm not saying she's the best actress in the world. Like, look, they're Netflix movies.
Right.
But I also think that there was lacking with the writing as well.
Yeah, I don't think the writing was strong, so I don't know who to blame, but I did not like her character at all. And then we'll talk about Corey later. But I like Corey as an actor, and I thought he did good in this. I think out of everyone, he was probably the most enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so she's very excited to go to Oxford. Her family's very excited. And so she goes, and she has like a checklist of things she wants to do, and it's cool. It's a beautiful school. It felt kind of like an ad for it. I was convinced, like, fuck yeah, it's like Hogwarts. It's great. She goes to her dorm, which is like super cute. We get our first quick meet of the gay best friend trope. And I was like, all right, checking the boxes, like you said. Yeah. After she settles into her dorm, she goes out to explore a little bit, and she decides to get fish and chips. It's part of her. It's on her list of things to do. She goes into a shop, or before she goes into a shop, she actually gets splashed on by water by someone just speeding through on the street. She's half wet, and she's waiting, and she goes to read her book because she's, unique like that. And
yeah, she's just a girl.
Just like a girl. And a man walks in with a girl, and this man is Jamie, who's played by Corey Milchrist. He's from Bridgerton. Charlotte, if you've seen that or haven't. He walks in, and so this is the first thing where I know this seems so stupid, but I was like, I wonder if this is going to come up later. But he's ordering chips and stuff, and the girl with him says, you shouldn't be eating that. And he was like, oh, you're right. And he orders like double of it. And I was like, that was a weird thing to like say. But it was like, it's probably not anything. But I did.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that and was like, I wonder if he has something.
Yeah, I remember clocking that when I watched it, but I wasn't like, I was just like, this is not going to mean anything because it's a dumb rom-com.
Right. So he notices Anna there, and he starts like hiding, and there's another woman outside he's hiding from.
Mm-hmm.
The woman with him is like, oh, you know her, and so it seems like the woman with him at this point was like likes him or is like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like casually dating, but because of his reaction with the other girl, it didn't seem like they were like serious at that point if they
Mm-hmm.
were dating. So he's like hiding, and then he brings up how his car is recognizable, and Anna realizes that he was the guy that splashed the water on her. So she calls him out for it, and he apologizes, but then she goes outside and calls that woman that was just like looking outside, inside, and then leaves. So not a great first meet. We go to class. The teacher she's excited for is not teaching the class. And so her student who's going to teach the class is Jamie. And it's shitty for Anna because she didn't want anyone else. She wanted that teacher. And also she had a bad interaction with this man already. So then this is the next part where I was like, So they're talking about like poetry. He's like, I'm going to bribe you guys. This is my first class, and brings out this cake. And he's passing out the cake. And he talks about this poem and pretty much about like how to enjoy the moments you have, you know, the short time you have or something like that. And I was like, is this man dying? Is he dying?
I literally was so oblivious.
I was like, why is he? That's such a weird thing to like bring up. And I'm like, no, that won't be the twist that he's sick. That's always the twist. It's always someone's sick.
It's not
or someone's
my
parent
other movie.
dies.
The other movie I was gonna give you was a genuine twist.
Yeah,
but I didn't give it to you, so I'm gonna save it for another day.
Shame.
It would have been just as bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, it's fine. I'm excited for it another time, and I'll be surprised. So yeah, I was like, And then like the gay friend. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of the friends.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't remember either, to be honest.
They all just felt like caricatures, and I was
they're
like,
2-dimensional.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want to say he was too gay, but he just felt like a caricature of a gay man. I'm like,
he was like, there was something about him that was like,
ugly?
Demi, you can't just call people ugly. That's homophobic.
He's British, right?
Yes. He has kind of like a Skeletor sort of vibe. Like he does look a little bit like saran wrapped onto his bones.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes I'm into that, as you know. But
yeah, I do. Sickly Victorian men is your vibe. Yeah.
Not always my vibe, but you know, sometimes
quite frequently.
Yeah, I don't. His name is Harry Treveldwin.
He's like human name.
His human name.
Not his character.
He's in How to Train Your Dragon. He plays.
Is he? The live action?
Oh, he's a perfect pick for this fucking character. Yeah, he's in the live action.
Okay. I haven't seen the live action.
I haven't seen it yet because I heard it's a copy of the animated version. I'm like, why waste my time? So
yeah, perfection was already reached.
Yeah. I rewatched a movie with live actors. Why the fuck would I want to do that?
Yeah, I prefer cartoons. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So anyway, there's like a little bit of banter between Jamie and Anna. She's like annoyed with him, and he's trying to be nice, and you know, it's just like a little awkward. And so then afterwards, he asks to speak with her, and he says that he was sorry about what happened. And then he says this, which I was like, I don't like this. I know he's fine. I still would have gone for it, but I would have been like, So he says that, you know, he didn't mean to start a wet t-shirt contest, although she would have won. And I was like, ooh.
Dude. Is that supposed to be quirky, cute? Like, that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Apparently this is a book. It's based off a book.
No.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
No?
So it actually started as a screenplay.
Yeah.
And then a woman was hired on to work on the screenplay, and she was like, this is a novel. And she fleshed it out and wrote the novel.
Interesting.
So it started screenplay, and then it became the novel, actually. So the novel came out before the movie. Yeah. So it's like a weird...
Okay, so the novel came out before the movie, but it was like based off the script of the movie.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So I'm like curious if the book does this better, but I feel like I'm confused as to like their relationship because
Mm-hmm.
he is a teacher, he's a professor, and he's very like him saying that he's very like a little too forward with her. And then
Yes.
I just feel like Anna's character is meant to be like this woman who's excited to study, and she
Yeah.
just leans so quickly into this
Dude, to
relationship.
the point where my sister and I were like pissed because it starts off with her like not liking him.
Yeah.
And then literally she's immediately 100% into him.
Yeah, like
It,
infatuated. And I was like, where
it's
the
hardcore. And it didn't feel like this, like, it felt like it should be more taboo that he is
Yeah.
her educator.
Right. Exactly.
And instead, that was not
Yeah,
in any way.
because it at times I forgot he was a professor and
Yeah.
he just seemed like a student. And I'm like, oh wait, this man
Yeah.
is like a teacher.
Yes.
And it just like there was nothing taboo or felt weird about it.
I needed that explained to me. Like, explain to me how it's okay. And
Yeah.
I feel like there's this trope in romances of the professor dating the young student. Like, we saw it in that one movie I gave you, the Definitely Maybe. So,
Right.
it is a trope. I just have never understood it.
It's the
I
power
guess
play, I think. It's just
I
like I
think
think it's that weird like it feels forbidden in a way,
yeah,
you
because
know.
it's gross.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I think it's less bad with it being a master's program. Like, it's not as horrible because they're both like actual adults.
yeah, and they're probably both around the same age. Like
Yes. He's
so
definitely only a couple years older than her, if
right.
anything. So it's not as problematic. It's not like he's in his 40s,
Yeah.
but it's
It
weird.
didn't
I never liked that
Yeah, it
dynamic.
didn't bother me that much in this movie, but what bothered me more was that things happened too quickly. Like it just didn't
Yes.
feel realistic, especially him like
Super rushed.
who's sick, who kind of was I don't know, it's
Spoilers.
goes back and forth between like wanting something and not, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you got to make up your mind, homie. I don't know. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so she does an assignment, and then she goes to see him to talk about the assignment. She overhears a man like yelling at Jamie.
Uh-huh.
They're both yelling at each other, and all he kind of says is, you better be there, something like that, before walking out.
Uh-huh.
And then she walks in. He talks about her poem that she chose, and she had to analyze it. And she pretty much shows a poem about like how men suck or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, it felt like you chose this because of me, and I
Uh-huh.
wish you chose something that was more about you, where I could learn something more about you. So he has her pick another poem, and she picks one. Of course, he's like reciting it.
God, I literally can't. When people do this in movies, I'm like, do people do this in real life? Because that would be such an ick. Like, if I was first of all, I don't quote things like this, but if I was like, imagine if you were like quoting the lyrics to like WAP and then you suddenly someone takes over.
I mean, like,
No, that's different. It's different.
That'd be funny, but like,
That's funny, but
yeah, I don't.
this is it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
And who memorizes poems like that?
Yeah, I mean, there was a time where I was really into poetry, but like, I don't remember ever really like memorizing, like
Yeah,
to that
people
extent where I
do.
could just
I know
fucking
people do. Yeah. But like, how do you have that many locked away in your brain that you're just like,
right.
and this is the next line?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about love, of course, the love
Yeah.
poem, and pretty much she says it, and he's like, "What do you think it means?" And it was something about like, love. I don't know, enjoy love for the moment or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was another thing where I was like, what is happening
Yeah.
here? And then he asked her, like, oh, is it worth it if it's not forever? And she's like, no, it's not worth it, which is like such a stupid response.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. You never had a pet before. So,
Right. Exactly.
they have that little moment together. His
Uh-huh.
friend, who we learn his name, Cecilia, walks in, and it's a little bit of an awkward moment because he had his
Mhm.
hand on the book. They were sitting close to each other, and they separate real
Right.
quick and leave. So
Yeah.
Cecilia's like, what's
Mhm.
going on?
Suspicious. Yeah.
So then her new friends, the I don't want to keep calling him gay man.
Harry, you said, right?
Harry.
Or is that his?
No, his real
that's
name
his-
is Charlie. Oh no,
Okay.
yeah. His name in the movie's Charlie. Yeah, his real name's Harry.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's Charlie and is it Maggie? Yeah.
Mhm.
Charlie and Maggie are like, "You've never been to a pub. We're gonna take you out." And so they take her to a pub, and things are fine. Of course, Jamie's there. Happens to always just be in the same spot, and Cecilia's there, and Cecilia goes up to Anna and is like, "Hey, I'll show you to some single bachelors. You're single, right?" And it came
Mhm.
off a little like snarky, and I was like, "Oh, she's jealous for sure." That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she leads Anna to these group of guys. The talk doesn't go well because, of course, Anna's smarter than everyone,
Mhm.
and she walks away. She pretty much insults this guy, and
Mhm.
he grips her like on the shoulder. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Hello,
It was aggressive.
and no one's doing anything."
No.
And then she responds by pouring water on his crotch, walks away, goes to get her bag,
Yeah.
her jacket to leave, and then he throws water but misses her. She turns and it hits her friend, and then she just leaves anyway. It would have been like,
when that happened, me and my sister were losing our minds. I was like, she just left her friend. She literally, her
Yeah.
friend got water.
I was so, I was like, "Oh my god, why did you just leave her?"
Was like, I'm out of here. And could you imagine if someone went to throw a glass of water at me
Dude,
and they hit you? And I just laughed.
even if it was someone I just met, like at that point, they're my only friend here at
Yes.
Oxford. And also, I'd feel really bad because it's my fault that she got splashed on. Like, what?
Yeah.
That was such an insane thing.
Dude, someone does that to me. I'm like, I don't think I'm ever talking to you again.
Dude, I would have been pissed. If I was Maggie, I would have been like, "Fuck
Yeah.
that American. They're all
Yeah.
selfish, like I knew they were."
Yeah.
I definitely would have, been upset about that. But no, it was fine. So Anna like leaves. Jamie stops the man because the man was like following her, and he's like, "You don't want to do that." And then he has a much better accent than that. His accent's actually attractive in the movie. So he leaves after Anna, and learns that was her first pub experience, and he's like, "No, I'll take you to a real pub." And this was like an awful choice for a pub because no one was in there, and it felt like a restaurant.
It did feel like a
I
restaurant.
was like, "This is a pub?"
Right.
Okay. So they're talking, and they talk about their dreams, and Anna's like, "Since I was very young, I always wanted to go here, and I had all these dreams. Like, I knew what I wanted to do since I was young, and that was always the plan." And then once again, he says some weird shit. He's like, "Not having a plan is part of the fun. Sometimes things happen and change things." And I was like, okay. Okay, Jamie, what do you got? What do you got? Tell me right now what you got. So karaoke starts up, and he says that he used to be in a band called Bacteria Overflow, which is such an insane name. And so she goes to get drinks and signs him up for
Yep.
karaoke. And he's like, "No, I was a bass player, please," but is forced up, and he sings Yellow by Coldplay. And I thought this was a cute moment.
Yeah.
So I like this scene.
Yeah.
And then they go to a cart for food, and they get like kebabs, gyro.
Yep. Yep.
And she's like, "What is
which are
this?"
so good.
And I was like, "Aren't you from New York?
Yes.
What do you mean
Yes.
you've never had this before?"
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
some
Yes.
random delicacy. Like, bitch, that's in every block. So that was confusing. It looked really good. I don't believe that she's not only just from New York, she's Hispanic, and I'm like, there's no
Yeah.
way you are not unaware of this type of
You
food.
have to know what a kebab is.
Yeah.
The only explanation was that if you were in rural America and you never went into the city, that's
Yeah.
pretty much the only.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, sorry to anyone who doesn't know what a kebab is. You should eat one. They're delicious.
Yeah, you should learn
They're
because it's
so
worth
freaking
it.
good. So good. God. Sorry, I'm just thinking about kebabs
I know.
now.
I'm like,
Oh gosh,
I'm
give me
hungry.
one. There was nothing like getting a big kebab
Mhm.
after a night at the pub.
Yeah, girl, that or a big
Yeah.
burrito from a truck.
Yep.
Can't
It's
go
so
wrong.
good. Where was I going with this? So the kebab
Yeah.
thing is an actual like Oxford institution. Is this kebab van,
Oh,
but
cool.
it's called Dimitri's in real life, and they couldn't get the like rights to it, so
Okay.
they changed the name. Or is it Dimitri's in the movie? I think it's like Hassan's
They call
in real
him
life then.
Dimitri. I remember they called the guy
So
Dimitri.
either way,
Yeah.
they changed the name, and
Okay.
then the actual okay. So then it's probably called Dimitri's in the movie, and it's like Hassan's in real
Oh,
life or
okay, in real
something like
life.
that. And the actual owner of the truck taught the guy how to, like the guy operating the truck, like
Yeah.
how to act. And it is the actual van and stuff. So it's like
That's pretty cool.
close to being real.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. It looked really good.
Yeah.
So I'm happy there's some
Yeah.
decent food
I
in
want
England.
some.
They have their meal while she's like, "This is really good, but I need napkins." And he's like, "No, the mess, it's fun." And I would have been irritated because I'm like, "No, I need a napkin."
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah, it
helping
feels
her.
so gross when there's like,
Yeah, it was like sauce
yeah.
all over her freaking fingers. I'm like, mm-mm.
Yeah, but what does he do, Demi?
He licks her fingers.
Yeah. 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 That's not very cleanly.
That's not sanitary.
That's all I can think about is the germs. Things you would never catch me doing: grabbing Travis's hand covered in a sauce of a kebab and licking his face.
I can't even lick sauce. I can barely lick sauce off my own fingers. I like need napkins.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine licking sauce off Brett's fingers.
No. No.
Oh.
No.
God. Okay. Well, anyway, that's what young people do, and they don't care about
Yeah,
germs.
it is. They're
Once
careless.
you're over 30,
yeah.
it's like, sorry, I could die any minute now.
Right, exactly. Did you
Back
wash
in
your
the
hands
day-
immediately before eating this? Like,
So they have a nice time. He walks her back to the dorm. She kisses him. And he's kind of like reluctant
and
in
this
his
is,
kiss.
I'm still like, I'm so pissed that she so quickly was like, she started off being very much like, I'm not into you. Too many girls are into you. You're a womanizer, whatever. I like, men suck. And then she's literally like, let's make out.
Yeah, she invited him up. I
Yeah.
was like, girl, I mean, he's like cute, but come on.
And when she went to kiss him, can we just say she kissed a wall? He was not responsive. I would have died immediately. I would have been humiliated.
Yeah.
I would not have been like, do you want to come upstairs? That after that kiss, you want that to come upstairs with you? That was like kissing your own hand. He did not kiss her back.
Yeah, she should have gotten a hint from that.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't. So
No.
then she felt really embarrassed after, and that
Of
would have been
course.
like pretty bad. It's also awkward that he's a teacher. It's just
Yes.
not a lot of thought
Yes.
process,
No.
Like you said, like it just felt out of character for her. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she was, if they show them being more drunk,
Maybe.
maybe, but I didn't get that from them. So then it's Halloween, and I've never seen anyone like look bad dressed as Wonder Woman, but she did not look good dressed as Wonder Woman, and this was like an awful costume, unfortunately.
You think?
For her.
I thought it was a fun costume.
I did not like it for Wonder
Really?
Woman. Yeah, the cape
Okay.
gotta go, and I don't like the skirt. The belt was way too thick. Sorry, I'm being real picky about my Wonder Woman
It's okay.
costume.
I
but-
know you have. What the audience doesn't know is that for a long time, Demi had Wonder Woman boots.
My stripper boots.
Yes, they were intense. They were. I think I tried wearing them, but your feet were like too small. You're a
Yeah.
little smaller than me, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Wow, I'm gonna die." But they're.
Yeah, I wore them to a Comic-Con. It was crazy.
I actually. That's insane.
Yeah, I was like, which Comic-Con? I think it was the first con I went with Brett, and I wore this like super tiny Wonder Woman coat.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
That's how I got him.
Yeah. I could be a nerd too.
I like comic books. Anyway, so she's Wonder Woman. Charlie, the friend, is dressed as a Bridgerton, I think.
Yeah, Anthony Bridgerton.
The Anthony, yeah. And they go to this party and like no one's dressed up. And I would have been so embarrassed if I was Anna. I would have literally died because it was like it was an intense costume.
Yes.
But they're doing their thing. This rando talks to them, and
which they make it seem like it's super normal, like she knows him, but we've never seen this man before.
They were like really comfortable talking to this random guy.
Yeah.
And then Jamie shows up with Cecilia. So Anna, this is my deleted scene because I thought it was so cringy.
Dude, no, that's fair.
Oh my
This scene
God.
was so cringy. I screamed the whole way through. I hated this scene. This was everything that's wrong with rom-coms. Like, this is horrible.
Yeah, she like pulls the rando to the dance floor and they're dancing, but she's just looking at Jamie the whole time while they're dancing. And I hate that. Like, I hate if you're gonna try and make someone jealous, like, don't look at them, just dance.
No, that's the thing. That's what drives me up a wall. She's staring him down the whole time.
Yeah.
And then what? You're going to act like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Right. Oh, what? That's crazy. And it's like,
No.
no.
You made direct eye contact with that man.
Yeah. And of course, Jamie's watching and like, he looks a little jealous or whatever. I was like, oh God, this movie. So then she leaves with the guy and they go to
The kebab.
Dimitri's. And he's like laughing. He was like, what? Why are we getting this? Like, what is this? And she just like leaves him. She's like, you're not like Jamie. You're not like that one
Life's
man
not
I
the
met.
mess. Yeah.
The only man for me. So next class period, Jamie asks if Anna can stay behind because he wants to show her something cool. And it's the Bodleian Library. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I guess. I don't know.
It's this really cool looking library in England.
Looks sick. Yeah.
And he shows her this specific areas, the Duke Humphreys Library, and he's able to get special access. And he
Which
shows
is romantic as shit. So,
yeah, this I was like, fuck yeah, dude. This is
yeah, I mean, if you're doing this, you're pulling moves. You're otherwise do it for the whole class.
right. Yeah, your favorite. It's like,
Yeah.
this says something.
If I was in that class and I found out that she got to go to a special library and it's not even romantic, apparently, I would be livid.
The
Bring me to
rumors
the
I would
library.
be spreading
Oh yeah.
about this girl. I'd be like, she's fucking the teacher.
Yep.
This
Can
American
you believe?
bitch.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, would have been gnarly.
Yeah.
So he shows her inside, and he has the first edition of Malay or some author's book out, and she's like, oh my God. I'm like, all right, bitch, no one gets that excited for books. Sorry.
Someone out there's listening and is like, Demi, damn it, Demi.
I would love to see a first edition of Malay.
Please comment on our video if you would like to see a first edition of Malay.
So Jamie asks like where she went last night, and she's like, oh, I left with that guy, whatever. We went to Dimitri's, and he was like, Dimitri's is our place. I'm like,
When that happened, I looked at my sister, she looked at me, and we were like, our place? You guys went there together once. One time, I went to get ice cream with my husband on our second date. That's not now our place.
It was like so stupid. I was like, please stop.
I mean, you can't call something your place unless you go there every day together.
Right.
For a
You've gone there like multiple
time.
times. You're telling me this truck that is parked outside of Oxford
That everyone eats at?
yeah, it's your place. It's not like it's like a little secret spot that they discover together.
No.
It's like, oh,
No.
this is cool.
Exactly. If they had found it together and it was some like magical moment for them. But no, he's like, here's this very popular kebab shop that everyone loves. You can't eat here with anyone else.
What an asshole. Oh my God. So then, of course, they're like close to each other and they kiss. And then they run outside. It's raining, of course.
Of
and
course.
then they kiss again. And then they go and she's like, where is your place closed? And he's like, oh, we can't go to my place. And she's like, oh, what about your car? And they bang in his car, which wish they showed kind of because it's a very small car and I'm not sure how they did it.
There's no way that would be possible.
And so he drops her off and basically they're like, this is just fun, right? Bro, you just said Dimitri's was our spot. Like, be for
Right,
real.
exactly. Also, it's your professor. I don't think you can do just fun with your professor.
Yeah, but yeah, Anna was like, yeah, this is just fun.
Meanwhile, this is the same girl that was like, it's not real if it's not forever.
Yeah.
But now she's like good with just one time because
Yeah.
she just wants to get laid, I guess.
Desperate. So, sometime later, Anna's eating biscuits and crumpets or whatever. And
She's
Cecilia,
having high tea.
yeah.
Which I had high tea once, and it was great. Super expensive, but it was awesome. I
What
loved it. I would
exactly
do it
is
again.
high tea?
Like little sandwiches and little scones and like all these little like
Yeah.
different courses, and you have a different tea. So it was like when we went,
Mm-hmm.
my friends who I went to, I was in London for like 3 days. My friends who went, they were like very bougie and
Yeah.
they wanted to do high tea. And so it ended up being like, it was like 60 pounds for high tea, by the way. And this
Oh,
was
wow.
like multiple years ago before the
Yeah.
world was expensive. And I was in college. I had like 80 cents to my name. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's do high
Still,
tea.
that's a lot for tea and some little
So it was 3
donuts and
courses and
shit.
it was 3 types of tea.
Mhm.
And then it was just like little sandwiches and
Yeah.
little like muffins and scones and things like that.
Damn.
Different rounds of it.
There's like a place or two like that in Philly.
Yeah, we
I
should
do
do
that.
it.
We should. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I agree.
So she's doing that. Cecilia shows up. And this was my time where I was like, he's sick. This is proving it.
Really?
Yes.
This is when I was like, I guess she's in love with him.
No, so Cecilia tells Anna not to get attached because it's not worth the pain. And the way she holds back her tears, I was like, this woman's lost. She's lost something. I'm like, I know it. There is something more to this. It didn't feel like, because up until this point, I was like, Cecilia wants this man. Like, she's desperate. And that moment, it felt like genuine, like, please, I'm like telling, like, do not get attached. And I was like, all right, he's dying, something like that. And at that point, I thought like maybe she was his cousin or something. You know, nothing romantic.
Okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you found it.
Thank
so
you.
quick.
I always think the
You're
worst in
welcome.
these movies, and
Yeah, I can see
it's
that.
a shame.
I can see that. Yeah.
It sucks. So we get like a montage, and it's Anna and Jamie hanging out and doing like relationship things. They're having fun. They're having sex on the teacher's desk. It's like really hot, super cool. And they finally go to his place. It's really nice. There's like model cars up there. He says that him, his brother, and his dad used to do them. And then he's like, my brother died. Eddie died. And he said after that, he doesn't talk with his dad. He doesn't like talk more into the conversation. And then I was thinking, oh, is that the twist? Like maybe like I was thinking crazy shit at this point. I was like, what if he was driving with his brother and got into a car accident and he killed his brother that way? Like that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So it was pulling me a little away from him being sick.
Okay, good. We got some theories.
Yeah, I was thinking a little crazy. But then next morning, she's like all excited, you know, for the day. And he seems very distracted on his phone. And I was like, what's going on, Jamie? And she's like, hey, the boat races are next weekend. You know, are you going to be there? And he says, no, I'm going to be, you know, studying. I have to work on my thesis for the next few weeks. I won't be able to do anything. So, and he's like very like kind of cold with her.
Yeah.
I definitely would have been a little weirded out if I was Anna.
Yeah.
But so then we go to the boat races. Yeah, the boat races. And she gets a text from Jamie. He's like, oh, at the library, you know, I won't be able to make it. And then she runs into the librarian at the races. And she was like, oh, I haven't seen Jamie in weeks. So Anna's like, he's sleeping around, even though they said it was for fun. She's like pissed because she's like, he's definitely sleeping around. And then Cecilia comes up and someone says, oh, I haven't seen Cecilia in a few weeks. And Anna was like, that bitch. That bitch. So then she does the craziest thing ever.
Dude, it was the most insane thing. I was like, no.
I was shocked. I was like,
you're not doing
Anna, girl, you are in a different country.
I was so mad at her. I know. Like,
behave yourself.
you shouldn't do that to anybody.
No.
You shouldn't do it to anybody.
No.
But especially in a place where you
are a guest.
You are a guest.
Countries already hate us. Let's not let them hate us more. So she goes to his house, his flat, and she puts in his passcode to enter and goes in the house. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
She's been there one time. He literally didn't take her for so long. And then all of a sudden, he brings her one time. And then now she's going to break in. I would have been like, I should never have brought you here.
I would be terrified of this girl.
That
I've
was
been
a
like,
mistake.
she's a psychopath. That's what I would have thought. She runs up, she sees Cecilia walk out of the bedroom, and she was like, hell no. And Cecilia tries to stop Anna from going in, but Anna runs in, sees Jamie, he's attached to like an IV and stuff, and he's like, get out, get the fuck out. And she's like, I'm sorry. Dumb bitch. And so she runs out.
So dumb. And like you get a close up and it's like chemotherapy on the bag or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah. So I was like, fucking cancer.
Yeah, dude, I was screaming.
Oh my god. So he catches up to her later. He's like, so my brother died of cancer. He tried, till the end, decided to just kind of let it take him, because he didn't want to be on chemotherapy and stuff
Yeah.
forever if it's not doing anything. And then the father was upset, and things were said between Jamie and his father, and then that's what really messed up the relationship. And then Jamie now has the same thing, which is like so sad. And
Yeah.
he's basically following the footsteps, and he's said that session was his last session he was going to do, because he doesn't want to be doing chemotherapy forever, so he's just going to let it take him however much time he has. He's just going to take it. So I was like, fucking hell, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, well, maybe like it's still supposed to be lighthearted. Like maybe he's gonna not die at the end of this movie.
Yeah,
like,
I thought things were gonna be different.
Yeah, I was like, maybe they're just gonna like have him live his life, and like maybe someday he's gonna get like. I was like, they're not gonna kill him in the movie.
No, of course not.
Like they're not gonna. It's lighthearted. it's
I feel
heartwarming.
I literally would have been like gaslighting myself. Like, yeah.
Yes. I was like, there's
His
no
cancer's
way.
totally
And then
fake.
also,
He's fine.
yes. And we all know that my number one least favorite thing in any movie is when someone's dying of cancer.
I was like, when this scene came up, I was like, I'm literally so careful about giving you movies with cancer patients, and you give me this shit.
I had to watch it. You have to watch it.
It's like, oh my god. So from this conversation, we also learned that Cecilia is Eddie, his brother's girlfriend. Previous ex,
I mean,
girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. You would call it like his late. You can't call her the late girlfriend. Eddie is her late boyfriend.
Yes, thank you. So Cecilia has been, there for Jamie and has been good support for him. So they're just like family now. So they go get Dimitri's again, and he's like, don't waste the last bit of time you have in in England with me, because it's not worth it. She's like, the messiest paths are the most fun, or whatever. She like quotes whatever, all the bullshit he said in this movie. She quotes him, and so they decide they're just gonna keep on going. And see where things go. So they go to the 750th anniversary ball for Oxford, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And
it's not that's not an accurate number, by the way.
What is the accurate number? I'm curious.
I don't know. Hold on, let me look up what the accurate number is, because it is.
I mean, I know it's an old school, but
I think it's probably like they just round it up because they wanted it to be what it is. Wow, they like majorly rounded it up. So it's the like a lot. So Magdalen College, it's like the anniversary. Sorry, the anniversary of the specific college in Oxford, right? Whatever. 567 years old, which is old, but why not just say 600 if you're going to inflate it?
They're like, it's a cool looking number.
Right, 750. It's like really a lot.
Okay.
Or just go under in 550 or 555 or something.
Yeah. That's goof.
That's weird. Literally not even in our lifetime will it hit 750.
How far in the future does this movie take place?
It's supposed to be timeless. That's why they did it.
Yeah. So they go to the ball. Jamie's parents are there. We meet them for his first time. His father seems very, a little rigid and cold, but of course his son is dying of the same disease his other son died of, and he's really upset that Jamie doesn't want to do more thing, because he's like, hey, I've been talking to a doctor, they have this thing, and Jamie's like, I don't want to fucking hear it. I was like, okay, bitch. And then the mom just seems a lot more easygoing and friendly, just trying to do her best to enjoy as much as she can, even though this is a
Yeah.
horrible situation.
Yeah.
And Anna's dress was really pretty. I did really like the gown she had.
Yeah.
And this ball felt so cheesy.
It was so cheesy.
There's a whole subplot with Maggie, and she's really into their friend Tom, who's really cute. Tom is really cute, but he's like a big idiot, and not like the
Yeah.
idiot that I think is hot.
No.
And he doesn't like Max, but he likes every other girl. And then
Yeah.
he sees Maggie dressed up,
And all of a sudden,
I was like, okay,
like, it shouldn't stop. It
Yeah,
should
and they
not take a fancy dress.
and they spent so much time like with that, and I'm like, I don't care about these characters. I really don't.
Mm-mm.
And if you wanted to make it better, have it a thing where Tom liked Maggie but didn't think she liked him because she's like
Yes.
too cool or too good for him, something like
Yes.
that. I don't know, just don't. I hate that. I
Yeah,
hate that
no,
trope.
I agree.
Anyway, stupid subplot. Jamie's dad wants to buy Anna a drink. They go off on their own. He
Mhm.
pretty much wants Anna to convince Jamie to continue with the treatment. And Anna's like, what did you say when you and Jamie after Eddie died? And the father doesn't really say anything. And like, I understand, I think there's a really difficult conversation because,
Mhm.
his parents
Yeah.
have money. We'll find out in just a second. They're fucking loaded. And I'm like, you're telling me like Jamie won't even try a little bit, like, come on, this guy, your dad has to know people,
I mean, I feel like if anyone's gonna get cured, it's gonna be the
right.
rich people.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm sure seeing his brother in a certain
Yeah, I
state
think that's
is
yeah.
upsetting. So, and it's just like sucks for the parents because it's like, cool, both their
Yeah.
sons are gonna die.
Yeah,
And that's really
horrible.
horrible. So it's just a bad situation on both sides.
Mhm.
I don't think anyone's right or wrong. It's just people doing what they want,
Yeah.
what they think is best. So Anna goes back to Jamie and she's like, hey, you need to fix things with your dad. And Jamie's like, nah, fuck my dad. And I'm like, okay.
She's like, dude, you were like, the thing is like, you're gonna die, and then your dad's stuck
Right.
living with this for the rest. Like, why wouldn't you at least try?
Yeah. Oh, he's like a drama queen.
Yeah.
And so they go back to his place and they have like sexy time. And then in the morning, he's like not waking up. She calls 911. And he gets into the hospital. She's outside. She goes outside because it's a lot. And Jamie and his mom are like have this like dark humor type of playfulness with what's going on to cope. And so Anna like goes outside and the dad's out there and he's just like distraught. And I like really felt bad. I was like, this is just so hard to see. And so Anna's seeing that and you can tell that she really feels for him. So then it's her birthday the next weekend, and for her gift, she wanted to drive his car really fast on this road leading to his parents' home, which is the fucking Pemberley. It's massive.
So big.
And I was like, this motherfucker is rich as fuck. Like, stop being a baby. I would have been upset.
I know.
Finding this, I would like.
I know.
I thought he was
Slam on
being
my
poor.
brakes. Yeah. You live like this, bro?
Yeah.
Like-
so they go to get a little tour, and then in one of the rooms, all her friends are in there, Cecilia, and they surprise her. It's really cute. They have fun, whatever. Jamie's dad tries to talk to Jamie again, and it's hinted that his father said something about Eddie being more favorited. That's what it seems
almost like he wished.
Right.
It seems like maybe he wished that the other son, like he might have muttered like, why did it have to be you, or why couldn't it have been the other one, or something like that.
Right.
Like something really messed up, but like clearly spoken in grief. Something
and
that
anger,
like would be very hard to overcome if I heard my dad say that. But
right.
understood.
If my sibling was obviously the better one, I'd be like, I get it. But
No, yeah.
if we were equal, I'd be pissed.
I would be like, I'd be like, I agree with you. It should have, you're right. But if I was the better sibling, I would be like,
What the
What the
fuck?
hell?
So, and also, like, the father is, like, apologizing. He's really just trying to talk to Jamie, and Jamie's just not giving him light of day.
Yeah.
And I was like, it sucks, you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if his dad said some fucked up shit, I'd be mad too. Because it's also, like, he lost his brother. They're both going through a lot. So, but anyway, this part, I was like, it starts getting really bad from here on. It just felt like
from here.
it was already bad. But, like, from this point, I was like, they don't know how to end this movie, and they're just wrapping shit up. So,
Yeah, this whole movie was, like, paced in the weirdest way possible.
it was, yeah, because I felt like the first bit, I was like, okay, like, it's not too bad, you know, I like the relationship and whatever, and then it just got weird, like,
yeah,
I was like, oh, okay,
it's because they wanted to do what they did to me. They wanted to surprise you. So they made you feel like you were watching a normal movie, and then they were like, okay, quick, we gotta catch up.
How do we ruin people's nights real quick?
Yeah.
So it's her birthday, but she shows up with a gift for the dad. And I was like, when did she plan this? And it's a model car.
Uh-huh.
And so then everyone's like having dinner, and then they hear like loud yelling from Jamie and his father, and they run up and they're like play fencing.
Yeah.
And they're pretty drunk, and they're like, hey, we started the model car. And I was like, this is how they make up? We're not gonna see anything else?
She has to fix it. It has to be her who fixes it.
That, like, there's no way that would have been it. And they're perfectly fine now. Like, they are on the best of terms. And I was like, this was so bad. This made me so mad.
Yeah.
So they're fine now. Him and his dad,
they're fine.
They're boys.
Yeah. Pretty immediately, they are 100% okay.
Yeah. So then, dinner time, the father, you know, is saying, like, to Jamie, he starts crying. It's like, I felt bad too. I was like, please stop crying.
And the friends have no idea what's going on with Jamie. So they're like, yeah, it's cool.
And the worst happens. If I was Charlie, I would have thrown myself out the window. He stands up and he's like, since Anna doesn't have a guardian here, I'm going to be that person for her. And he's like, Jamie, I know you're like a womanizer, blah, blah, blah. I just want to know what your intentions are with Anna because I don't want to see her alone in like 6 months. And they all like stop because that's exactly what's going to happen. And then they like start laughing and the friends don't know what the fuck's going on. And I would have been so confused. And then Jamie's like, hey, like, that's exactly what's gonna happen. But they don't explain further.
No.
And I'm like, what?
Could you imagine?
Charlie, like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine being one of the... You're like, why is that funny?
No. And it was just... It was so goofy. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Plus, at this point, like, yeah, he had... I think when he had the pneumonia, was he at the hospital and they were like, oh, the cancer's progressing? Did they say that?
That's the next time.
Okay, because at this point in time, I'm pretty sure that we don't know that he's like really sick. It's just that like he might get sick.
Right. Yeah.
And then so I'm like, why are you guys assuming he's not going to be alive in 6 months? 6 months is not that long.
Yeah. So Anna is in her room. She gets a FaceTime call from her mom wishing her happy birthday, and Anna looks upset. She's like, I think I'm staying here. I have to stay. And the mom's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And like, that was like kind of it. She was like, I knew it. You're a dreamer. You know, we will always support you. And if I was the mom, I'd be like, how are you supporting yourself? Like, what are you talking about?
Here's what I feel like she should have done if she was a smarter person. She should have gotten married to him.
Take that money. Yeah.
Exactly. Listen.
Girl, yes.
You know what? She's giving up her future to spend a few more months with him.
Smart. Yep.
Create a little nest egg for yourself. That's what and then the parents have a daughter-in-law to dote on.
Mm-hmm.
She's a fucking idiot.
Fucking.
And meanwhile, it's like,
hey, yeah, they get married. They could try to have a baby ASAP. there.
Oh, yeah.
And
Continue
air.
the lineage. Yeah. Yes. Freeze his
Then
sperm if it doesn't
they
work right
can
away.
never get rid of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart.
Listen,
That's what I
I
would have done.
mean, that's what I would do. I'm not saying it's like the ethical thing to do, but I am saying it's the smart decision.
If
Like,
I
you
was
got to take care of
Jamie,
yourself.
I'd be like,
That's
you
what
know
I would
what?
want.
Yeah. Fuck
Right.
yeah.
If you're going to be the last love of my life,
Yeah. I want you supported, baby girl.
yeah. You healed my relationship with me and my dad with a magic truck. Like, you deserve it.
Through the power of friendship,
Yeah.
you healed our relationship.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so Jamie then comes in. She tells him that
Mhm.
she's staying. And he's like, no, you can't do that. There's no life here. You can't stay here. He's really pissed off about it. And
Yeah.
she's
'Cause he's
like,
like,
yeah.
he's going to die. I guess.
Right.
But, like, I don't know. If it was me, I would be like, I want you here. So I have a lot of money. I will help
Yeah,
you.
I could support you
Yeah.
for a while. I don't know why he was bitching, but he's a big drama queen anyways.
Yeah.
And she was like, you don't know me. Just like cries about it.
Wow.
So they sleep in separate rooms. And then we fast forward to graduation day. Everyone's found love. Anna still hasn't talked to Jamie in a bit. Then they make up through nerdy poetry.
Yeah, of course.
So then, oh no, this is the sex scene. But anyway,
What?
he doesn't wake up.
Yeah.
He has to
Dude,
wake up in the next morning. So he goes to the hospital, and this is where the
I
doctor
thought
was
he was
like,
dead. I thought he was for sure dead. I
yeah,
thought he was
for
100%
sure, he was
dead. I was
dead.
like, this is how they're gonna end it.
Yeah, and the doctor was like, he's dealing with severe pneumonia. It's weakening his immune system. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
The dad's like, it's up to Jamie, whatever he wants to do.
Right. Showing
regarding
growth
treatment.
for the dad, apparently.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
And then we go back to he's in bed. He looks pretty bad. Like, this man's dying. And they talk about this tour. So they brought it up before where he was like, I have a grand tour starting in Amsterdam. There's like all this stuff that we should do.
Uh-huh.
And so they're like talking about the tour, like taking it together. And then we get like a montage of them both going, which is obviously fake. They're not actually doing it, which is so mean.
It was rude.
And then he dies. You see her, the same montage, but it's just her by herself, and she did all that stuff. And then they show her at the end teaching the same class at Oxford instead of going back home, which I have thoughts about that.
Yeah.
But that is the movie. And
Yeah.
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 I really thought he was going to start taking treatment by
Yeah.
the end. I thought
Yeah.
being with Anna was going to change his mind, and I feel
Yeah.
like it would have been a better ending. Like, maybe it wouldn't have been super realistic if he healed, but like, I don't know, maybe, you know.
I mean, I feel like they should have just not, like, it was such a cliche to have him die at the end. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like, you could leave it where we know he's sick and he might die, but like,
yeah, like
you
left
don't,
it open. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would have been better. It just
agree.
felt like very try hard. Like,
Yeah.
it was trying to teach everyone a lesson about living life and embracing and all this stuff. And I'm like,
I didn't like it. I didn't like
No.
it. And I didn't like that she's like teaching in
Yeah.
Oxford. I was like, does she have the credentials for that?
no,
I don't
definitely
think
not.
that's realistic.
No, definitely not.
So, I mean, I think
don't-
it's fine if she stayed in Oxford, like in England,
Right.
but
I mean, there could be things that like they didn't fill in the gaps of like what she did for the next 5 years, and maybe that's.
right, yeah.
But I don't know. I just
What a
I
movie.
didn't agree with anything.
Yeah.
Anything that they chose to do. It was. They did bad.
Yeah.
I'm so upset about it. The whole thing's stupid.
I agree. It was a lot that I was like, oh, don't like that. Nothing got better.
No, it didn't get better. There were like a couple. I mean, as per usual, what always happens in these movies is the only funny character
Mhm.
is the gay character.
Yeah. But
And
even he
then-
was like annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't help that he was kind of weird looking.
I mean, Maggie was weird looking too, so I guess it
Yeah,
wasn't.
they all were. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They're British. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they are. But, like, that's one thing where they make her out to be this very exotic person.
Mhm.
Like, oh my God, she's from America. This is crazy. Apparently, Americans are like the number one international student at Oxford. It's like 8% of the Oxford
I'm sure.
population. So it
Yeah.
is not that special to be American in Oxford, in England in general.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Not
that wasn't
unique.
very
Sorry, April.
special. This gave me such cringe because this is such pick me girl energy. So Sophia Carson decided deliberately never to visit Oxford before shooting began because she wanted to discover it alongside her character on camera. Girl, just say you've never visited it. Just say you've never, you didn't do it on purpose. Like, you know what? If I had to film on location in Bali, I'm not like, I'm deliberately not going. So experiencing it for the first time with the character. No, you're just not going to Bali.
Yeah. Yeah. That's stupid.
That was stupid. And I was just like, please don't be pretentious.
She looks annoying as shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If you do that much work on your face, I don't like talking about people's looks. Like, I don't like making fun of our poor friend Harry. However, when you get that much work done on your face, you are, I feel like, inviting in people to talk about it because you're really messing with what was once a work of art
Mm-hmm.
and you're making it.
It's like the thing is she doesn't look that different. At least like
No.
she really doesn't, but she looks different enough where it's like, ooh. You
It's
know, it's
just,
like why did you do
it's
all
just you
that?
look more plastic. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
more like
exactly.
plasticky Barbie. You just don't look authentic. Like I was watching the expressions of him versus her, and
Mhm.
his forehead is moving, like he's having
Yeah.
expressions, and you don't see that from her. And I'm like, it makes me lose interest and believability. Like,
Mhm.
let's stop hiding age lines. Let's stop trying to be perfect.
Mhm.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know it's hard. Not everyone can be as beautiful as us, but like
Yeah, sorry.
try. Just like own yourself, own the way you look. And I just feel like it's more interesting to visually watch someone who is not like that.
Yeah, there's too many people that look the same anymore and I'm just like,
Yes. It is where you can't tell people apart anymore. They
Mhm.
just look like carbon copies. And
Yeah.
why? Just because that's what they think is aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my most memorable, I chose the
Uh-huh.
end montage scene of them traveling. So I was like,
Okay.
that's cute and I wish it was real.
Yeah. It's a real
Lame.
bummer that they did what they
It
did.
is a bummer. My deleted scene was the Halloween jealousy scene. That was
Okay.
awful.
That's fair.
Main character,
Her? Okay.
I did like other
Okay.
I don't think she's bad. I don't think she's bad. You know, she
Mhm.
is still pretty, but she's just very like plasticky looking.
Yeah.
And I was
It's just
like,
not my type personally.
like maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Side character, probably all the friends. No one.
Mhm.
The only
Okay.
one I'm smashing is Jamie here. Maybe Cecilia.
Yeah, she was pretty.
She's pretty.
I kind of wish she was the main character because I was like, at least she looked like a human,
Right. And
like
I thought she was
a
a better
natural.
actress too.
Yes. Yeah.
So, fall in love. I said 7.
Okay.
He is a teacher,
Mhm.
but you know, and yeah, just the whole thing with like only being there for a certain amount of time and a lot
Mhm.
of like, I don't know how I would have been in that situation. Like if
Yeah.
I would have really been,
I'll tell
at
you
least
what
at
I
this
wouldn't.
age, be
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna focus on this.
No.
Like I'm not gonna be sleeping with the teacher. Maybe like the last
No.
week, you know, but
Yeah.
not the
But
start.
I will tell you that like if I was her, like the fact
Hmm.
that she didn't cry the entire movie and she found out this person who she fell in love with is dying and I don't think she cried the entire time.
She cried multiple times, but it was like her eyes were like watery,
Oh, it was
crying.
pretty girl crying. Okay.
Yes, yeah, it wasn't like sobbing hysterical.
Yeah,
It was
because
just like
that's what
pretty
I
girl.
would do the entire time.
Yeah, I'd be
Where
upset.
is it? Where are you gonna? Is she gonna be alone in 6 months? Tears, immediate. There would be no laughter, crying,
Yeah, I
constant.
wouldn't have laughed. Like I would have cried. I would have started
Yeah.
crying. And then like maybe like laugh cried with him if everyone was like
Yes.
laughing,
Yeah.
but I would not have laughing.
No.
It was just so unauthentic. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's just quirky like that, you know?
Yeah. Not like other girls.
I would not recommend this movie.
No, I
It
wouldn't
just, like
recommend it
it
either.
just, like, wasn't good in general.
I wouldn't recommend it to a romance watcher. I did not like it. It wasn't good.
Yeah. What would you rate it?
It's hard because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I think probably like a 2. Like, part of me
Mhm.
wanted to go a little lower, but at the
Okay.
same time, I don't think it was like that bad. Like, it wasn't
Mhm.
good, but I don't think it was like in the ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually gave it a 2.5.
Okay, so you did better. It did better in your book.
Yeah, like, it wasn't a good movie,
No.
but, I didn't hate their, like, parts of their relationship, but I didn't like where it ended. It just got,
Yeah.
like it's like a ball started rolling and getting
Picking up
bigger and bigger
speed.
towards the
Yeah.
end, and, it just, like, didn't
Yeah.
land well.
No.
But I was like, "It's not the worst I've seen, but it's not good." So
No, it wasn't great. And honestly, like, a large reason why I picked it is because it's like popular and people are talking about it right now. And also, I
Mhm.
want to warn off any romance watchers: don't save yourself. Don't, unless you want to be sad.
Save yourself. I didn't even, I did
Yeah.
not cry, like,
No.
I felt nothing
No.
for
Well,
what was
I
going
felt
on.
anxious. I felt anxious
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah, I mean, it was,
I
like,
was
sad, like, I
upset.
felt sad for him,
Right.
but I was like, I just, like
No.
I hate this main chick, and I'm like, it
Yeah,
just felt
and it's
weird.
not because he's like dying. Like, I've rated sad romances 5s before.
Yeah.
I can be sad. It's fine.
Mhm.
But the way this was done, get
Yeah.
rid of the whole movie.
Yeah, it felt rushed, it felt
Yeah.
off, this movie felt off.
Mhm.
It felt like a Hallmark movie with the
Yeah.
addition of the actor for Jamie. Like, I thought he was, like, too
Mhm.
good for Hallmark, but
Yeah.
if he was removed, I would have been like, this is straight up
Yeah.
Hallmark Channel movie vibes, so
Yeah. It was I really do feel like they were trying to do something with the script and the style and
Yeah.
the way they did it, and they missed the mark.
Yeah, they did.
Because they did Purple Hearts was a little similar, where they
Mhm.
like did something a little different with the ending that
Okay.
was a little bit funkier that you wouldn't expect. It was a little twist, which I won't tell you. But then I was like, this is becoming a pattern. This is becoming a pattern.
It's weird, it's like they have to, I don't know, bring, have people talking about it, in, like, a way, even if
Yeah.
it's, like, not in a great way, it's like there has to be
They want it
something
to
to get
be.
people talking, and it's like, why? If you have
No.
a good movie, you have a good movie.
That's the thing. And I think that romance gets the short end of the stick a lot of times with that, where
Mhm.
like, just make a good romance.
Yeah.
People have such a hard time making good romances. Just do it.
Great thread.
The next thread, which Demi picked.
Yeah.
Another Demi choice. Demi, you've been coming up with some pretty good choices for
Thank
threads.
you. I'm
You're
on a
welcome.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this would be fun. So this thread is going to be celebrity crush. So these movies will include a celebrity that we have or have had a crush on.
Yes.
Unfortunately, my modern day crushes are not in a lot of horror, and
Same.
except
Same.
Bill, and we already saw it, and
Barbarian.
and I'm not going to give you Nosferatu.
Thank you.
Until later when we watch it together
Okay.
for our romance horror episode. So I
Okay.
was like, okay, I think I gotta go with the classic. I gotta go Johnny. He was my crush for a million years. So
Yeah. Fair enough. He was such a babe, so.
right. And looking through his list, we already did a few Johnny Depp movies, horror
Okay.
movies.
Wait, are you going to do Edward Scissorhands?
No, because that is a horror romance.
I know, but I was like, maybe you're going to give me a present.
I would love to, but we
Ugh.
can't because it
Okay.
is
I know,
a
it's a
perfect horror
combo.
romance.
I know it's a combo.
So you're not gonna be happy with what I'm picking for you. This is an oldie. This is one of his first roles. It might be his first role.
Okay.
I'm giving you A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ew.
Have you ever watched Nightmare on Elm
No,
Street?
have I watched it? No. The answer is no.
Perfect. This is the 1984.
I don't even know. I honestly don't
version.
even know what it's about. I really don't.
Great. Awesome.
There's a nightmare on Elm Street, I guess. Hey.
Basically, it's about this killer named Freddy Krueger, and he is
Okay.
able to kill you in your sleep.
Demi,
So a group of teenagers realize,
you know, we've both been having really wild dreams lately. This is not very nice.
They realize when they go to sleep, they are haunted by this man, and if they die in a dream, they die in real life.
Oh my god. It's like Tron. Okay.
It's like Tron. It's actually just like Tron. Yeah, so enjoy. This is a classic, so I think this is a good one for you to watch if you've never seen it or you don't know anything about it.
Mm.
It is a slasher, but it's an 80s slasher, so you'll live. And Johnny looks good as fuck.
Okay, at least there's that, I guess.
So you can watch it. Where to watch? Probably nowhere. Yeah, I don't think anywhere. Sorry, y'all. I don't think it's available anywhere.
Cool.
Yeah, anyway, enjoy.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So thanks for listening to How Do You Watch This? You can find us on Instagram at How Do You Watch This, TikTok at How Do You Watch, or on YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube. Also, How Do You Watch This? Just everywhere. Email us at howdoyouwatchthis@gmail.com. If you like the show, support us by giving us a review or recommending to a friend. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.